Hi, I am Lisa and I welcome you to the very first episode of Learn English with Podcast Conversation. I'm so excited to have you here. Whether you're just starting your English journey or you're looking to practice and improve, this episode is designed to help you connect with real, everyday English in a way that's easy to understand and fun. We're going to focus on simple phrases, basic expressions, and the kind of English you'll hear in daily conversations. There are no complicated grammar rules, no boring textbooks, just real talk that you can use right away. Let's start by getting comfortable with the basics. When you're learning a new language, it's easy to get caught up in trying to sound perfect. But here's a little secret. It's okay to make mistakes. Language learning is all about practice, and the more you practice, the more confident you'll get. So let's take it easy and start with the essentials. We'll cover greetings, introductions, asking simple questions, and some small talk that'll make you sound more natural. Now imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. It's always good to start with a simple greeting, right? So when you meet someone, you can say hi or hello. That's it. Simple, right? You don't have to worry about anything else. Just a friendly hi will make a good impression. You can also add how are you or how's it going. If you want to sound a bit more casual, let's practice together. Hi. Hello, how's it going? Nice, you've got it already. It's easy, but it sets the tone for a nice, friendly conversation. And if you want to respond to how's it going, you can say, I'm good, thanks. I'm doing well, how about you? I'm fine, thanks for asking. Now, let's say you're talking to someone new, and they ask, where are you from? That's a really common question when meeting someone, and it's a good chance for you to talk about yourself. You can say, I'm from your country, city. I come from your country, city. For example, if you're from the United States, you could say, I'm from New York. I come from Los Angeles. The answer is easy. And it gives the other person a chance to learn more about you, which is what conversation is all about. Now, let's practice that a little more. Imagine you're at a party or event, and you've met someone new. They ask, where are you from? How would you answer? I'm from Spain. I come from Brazil. If you're feeling a bit more chatty, you could even add a little detail like, I'm from Canada, but I've been living here for 2 years. I'm from Italy, and I just moved here last month. It's always nice to add a little extra detail because it keeps the conversation flowing. People like to know more, and it opens up the opportunity for them to ask follow-up questions like, what brought you here? Or how do you like living here? It's a great way to keep the conversation going. Now that you know how to introduce yourself, let's talk about asking questions. Asking questions is a key part of keeping the conversation going. It shows interest and helps build a connection with the other person. So, how do you ask questions in English? Let's start with some simple ones. What do you do? This is asking about someone's job. What do you like to do in your free time? This is asking about someone's hobbies. Where do you live? This is asking about someone's place of residence. If you want to answer those questions, it's pretty easy to. For example, if someone asks, what do you do? You can answer, I'm a student. I work as a teacher. I'm a software engineer. If they ask, what do you like to do in your free time? You can say, I like to read books. I enjoy playing soccer. I love traveling. And if they ask, where do you live? You can respond, I live in London. I'm from Paris, but I live in Madrid now. Pretty easy, right? It's all about making simple sentences that describe yourself. The more you practice these questions and answers, the more natural it will feel. Let's switch gears a little and talk about making small talk. Small talk is a big part of everyday conversation. It's that casual chat that happens when you're waiting for something or when you're just getting to know someone. Small talk can be about the weather, current events, or even something funny that happened during the day. It's a great way to break the ice and start a conversation. So, how do you start small talk? It's simple. Here are a few easy questions to start a conversation. How's the weather today? Did you watch the game last night? Have you seen any good movies lately? When someone asks you these questions, just respond in a way that keeps the conversation going. For example, if someone asks, "How's the weather today?" you could say, "It's really sunny today, perfect for a walk. It's a bit cold, but I like it." If someone asks, "Did you watch the game last night?" you could say, "Yes, I did. It was an exciting match." "No, I missed it. Was it good?" And if they ask, "Have you seen any good movies lately?" you could say, "Yes. I just watched a great comedy called The Big Movie. I haven't had time to watch a movie recently, but I'm planning to this weekend." The key to small talk is to answer the question and then ask something in return. You don't want to make the conversation one-sided. So if someone asks you a question, don't forget to ask them something back. For example, if someone says, "Have you seen any good movies lately?" you could follow up with, "What about you? Have you seen any good movies?" Or if someone says, "How's the weather today?" you can ask, "What about where you live? Is the weather nice there?" It's all about creating a flow in the conversation. You want to make sure the other person has a chance to share their thoughts and feelings too. Now, let's talk about some common phrases you can use when you want to sound a little more natural. These phrases are used all the time in daily conversations, so learning them will help you a lot. Here are a few to start with. I see. This means you understand what someone is saying, really. This shows you're interested or surprised by what someone said. That's awesome. This is a positive reaction to something good. I don't know. This is useful when you don't have the answer to something. Let's practice with a simple conversation. I'll be the first person, and you can respond. Ready? Person 1. I just got a new job at a tech company. Person 2. Really? That's awesome. What will you be doing? Person 1. I'll be working as a programmer. Person 2. I see. How long have you been in the tech industry? You see how that works? Simple, easy phrases that help you keep the conversation moving. You can use these kinds of phrases in almost any situation, and they'll help you sound more natural and confident. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that the key to learning English like any language is practice, patience, and persistence. Don't worry about making mistakes. Every mistake is just a chance to learn. The more you practice speaking, listening, and using English in real conversations, the better you'll get. And you're doing great just by being here, listening and practicing with me. Before we finish, let's go over a few things we learned today. We talked about greetings, asking questions, talking about yourself, and making small talk. You also learned some easy, everyday phrases to sound more natural in conversations. And most importantly, we practiced answering and asking questions to keep the conversation going. I challenge you to practice these phrases every day. Find a language partner or just practice by yourself. Try using one new phrase in your daily conversations, whether it's with a friend, a family member, or even when you're out and about. Little by little, you'll start feeling more confident and comfortable speaking English. Thanks for joining me in this first episode of Learn English with Podcast Conversation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to dive deeper into English with you in the next episode. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember every small step counts. You're doing awesome. Keep it up.